Hey! What's up, everybody? It is I, your travel god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a Friday evenings / Friday night video. We are at the weekend, the first official weekend of December. We are 19 days away from Christmas, and level 48. Right in between that, but about a little over 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks away till Christmas. We are 25 days away to the end of the year. But thank you all for watching on this Friday night, or wherever you may be. It might be Friday afternoon or Saturday, well, wherever you may be. But anyway, you're watching this video on a Friday night, December the 6th, 2024. Thank you for watching right here on the official Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel. YouTube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels down there in the description box. So subscribe to them right now. And do all that shit. Don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything, because if you do, you need to get slapped violently in the face because you're SOL, and you know what that means. And if you don't know, look it up. And that's that. And don't forget to leave a comment on the video if you like. You don't have to, but if you want to, please do not leave stupid comments, because you will get blocked each and every single time. And that's the way it is. You don't like it? Then go cry to your mom, bitch. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. You like the video? Great. You don't? Get the fuck off. Go to your dead channel with 24 subs and nobody gives two fucks about it. Nobody cares. Nobody will care. Do your own fucking video that won't get any hits. I could care less about it. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But if you're brand new here, real people, not fake as fuck accounts, but even though they count as a sub too, but thank you anyway, and a free view. Thank you too, assholes. But in any event, if you're brand new to the channel for the very first time, you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button to death, and don't forget to hit that bell so you get everything. And as we say in the business, if you're brand new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, you grab a cold one like this one, baby. Or whatever you got. Water, beer, juice, anything other than Pepsi. But Pepsi's, as we know, Pepsi is the drink of champions because you get all that good sex. Oh, yes! You know? Make the girls go, oh, shit! You know? But I digress. Not Coke. Coke is garbage. I drink Coke once in a while, but not all the time. But I digress on that. So sit back, relax, you grab that cold one, and enjoy the show. You like it? Great. You don't? Go fuck yourself, like I said before. And that's that. Alright, it's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Something for the weekend. That stupid song. But it's Friday night. We got SmackDown coming away live at 8 o'clock at the top of the hour on that great channel of the great network of the USA Network. Should be some good shit. We're going to start off with Cody! Cody, you bitch! He's going to bore us for about 5 to 15 minutes. So if you need to take a nap, that's the time to do it, because when Cody comes out, he bores us to death. But he's just going to come out and talk about Kevin Owens ahead of next weekend's, not this weekend, next weekend's Saturday night main event at the Nassau Mausoleum, and he will be defending the Undisputed title against KO. See how that goes. But we're going to hear from the douchebag champion tonight at the opening segment, and we'll see what else happens. We got the Women's United States title tournament continuing on. We got a triple threat match between Naomi the beautiful Elektra Lopez. Oh, yes. And Daddy's favorite girl, Tiffany Stratton. Daddy, I'm home! Yes, you are home. You're in Minnesota. Your hometown. How you feeling, girl? Oh, Daddy, I feel so great to be home! Is my room still clear? Yes. She's back home, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota's own. Yes, she lives in Minnesota. That's her hometown. Tiffany Stratton in a triple threat match in the first round of the United States title tournament. The winner of that, I believe, faces Mia Yim next week on, I assume, SmackDown. The winner of that goes to Saturday Night's main event to face whoever is on Raw, on the Raw side, which will probably be, not Raw, but anyway, they're going to take on probably Chelsea Green and whoever's on the other, in the other bracket for the first ever women's U.S. title, and I hope it's Chelsea Green. But we'll see what happens with that. And also, Monday night, I don't know if it's tonight, but I think Monday, we got more of the Women's Intercontinental title. We got Zelina Vega, I think, going to be fighting Ivy Nile, and I forget who else. But we'll see what happens with that situation. I hope and pray Zelina Vega takes on Dakota Kai. When that match happens, I don't know when that match might happen. I don't know if it's going to be a Saturday Night's main event, or it's going to be probably after that. But I'm thinking it's the way it's going. I think Chelsea will win the U.S. title, and hopefully Zelina Vega will win the Intercontinental title. There you go. But Saturday Night's main event should be pretty damn good. Nostalgia, they're trying to bring back all the old stars. Like they're thinking about bringing back Hulk Hogan, brother. That'd be fun. And also on commentary, they're bringing back Jesse the Body Ventura. What I tell you, man, McMahon. Oh, that should be fun. That's gonna be fun. I don't know. I would love for it to be like Mitchell Cole, Corey Slaves, and Jesse the Body Ventura on commentary, or just Jesse the Body Ventura and Michael Cole. Though that would, I don't know. So, we'll see what happens with all that next Saturday night. So, kind of leading up to next Saturday night's event, Saturday night main event, and that's that. Also, we got Deadline tomorrow. I don't even know what time it is, but we did find out that the Royal Rumble will be starting at 6 p.m. So you know it's going to go at least three and a half hours, I assume, because Survivor Series went a little over 3.5, over 3. It was five matches, and it went like 3.5 hours. Just about, give or take. But, you know, that's the way it is now. But when we get to WrestleMania, we're going about 4 or 5+ hours at most. Depending on how many matches there are and what's going to be happening on both nights. Is The Rock going to show up? I don't know. Even though him and Cody filmed something. That might be for the Royal Rumble because I've seen a lot of posters out saying that, having The Rock and Cody for the Undisputed title at Mania. Not Mania. Or maybe at Mania or at Royal Rumble. I would love for The Rock to beat Cody and then, Rock Roman for the belt. I will love that. And Roman, of course, wins the belt back. You know, everybody and everybody and their mom will be happy. Issa will be happy, of course. You know that, but it is what it is. But we'll see what happens as we get into next year. We're not even there yet, but we're on the road to next year. But I digress on that. Alright, so like I said, we got SmackDown coming up at the top of the hour. We also got Rampage Coming up tonight, more of the second week of the Continental Classic, the Continental Breakfast of Champions tournament. See what happens with that. And also, we got Collision tomorrow night. Going head-to-head with freaking Deadline. You know, nobody's gonna watch Collision. Even though Mina's on the show. I mean... Ugh. And now I heard Dolph Ziggler's trying to get with her now. Good luck with that, Dolph. Trying to get her to go to Waffle House with her. I mean, Waffle House is Waffle House. What are you gonna do? The Usos' favorite place, by the way. Hey, if people love the Waffle House, go to the Waffle House, wherever that is. I think it's in Atlanta. I don't even know where it is. There should be one in New York, like around my area. That'd be nice. I mean, we do have IHOP here, but IHOP. Nothing wrong with IHOP. You know, but it's like IHOP, Denny's. I don't even think there's a Denny's in Brooklyn. If there is, I gotta go find that. But it's probably far away from me. But you know, there is a Sonic, but it's way out of my range. It's like right around Jersey. Oy, I'm not going there. That's that, man. We don't have a lot of things here. I mean, we do have Raising Cane's, which usually is in the south. But now that I came up there and out west, now it's over here. There is a Raising Cane's around my area. I haven't been there yet, but one day maybe I'll go over there. But we'll see what happens with that. But there's a lot of restaurants, you know, like, I mean, I would love for a Crackle Barrel to be around this, you know, New York City area. That would be fun. There is Applebee's over here. We got Applebee's. We got TGI Fridays. We got a lot of good shit. A lot of good shit. But we don't have a Denny's in Brooklyn, as far as I know. You know, you go to IHOP, you have a good meal there. You have some pancakes and shit. You go to Denny's, you have the red and blue light special, or whatever it is. Then if you're a wrestler, you go to AEW and you fight for the IHOP Denny's Continental Breakfast Tournament of Champions title. We'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Moving on. Alright, so let's talk about Rampage and SmackDown tomorrow. Because I gotta do TNA Ring of Honor later. Interesting stuff about Ring of Honor with Matt fucking Cardona facing Jericho for the Ring of Honor title. Please, Lord, please do not make Cardona become the Ring of Honor champion. Please, Lord. I gotta see Cardona that night. Next 2 weeks from tonight, I gotta see fucking Cardona. Makes me want to vomit. It is what it is. But we got that. Matt Taven against Lee Moriarty for the Pure title. I pray Matt Taven becomes, I think, the first man to hold all the titles in Ring of Honor. Meaning the Pure title, he will win the Pure title, he's won the World title, the TV title, the Tag titles, and, don't forget, he has won the Trios titles with the Kingdom way back when. So, he's ready to hit the Grand Slam just about. But I really want him to win a Pure title. I really do. We got that. Tag team titles on the line. The Sons of Texas. We got Dustin Rhodes and the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, defending against the Righteous of Vincent and Dutch. So, I see new champions there. Definitely gonna see new champs there. Athena versus Billy Starks for the AEW Forever Women's Championship. Billy Starks better win in New York. I'm gonna fucking riot. Telling you right now, we're gonna have a riot if Billy Starks does not win 2 weeks from tonight. We'll see what happens with that. I think the women's TV title was on the line. I think Red Velvet's going to be defending. I'm not sure, but we got that. I don't even know the RH 6-man tag team titles are even on the line. I don't even know who holds them now. It's not the Dark Order, of course, but, you know, who holds those goddamn belts? I don't even know. Shows you how much I really care about a promotion I've been following since 2006. But I digress. It's not the same Ring of Honor, but it needs Scott D'Amore badly. Badly, it needs Scott D'Amore. Because Tony Khan can't book that fucking promotion for shit. I mean, I say to bring back Delirious, but I don't know. I don't even know if he wants to come back, but you never know. Delirious right now is inside Amanda Leone. Oh, he was. You know, already impregnated her once. Who knows if he'll do it again. I mean, you lucky fucking son of a bitch. Damn. Should have been me. Because where does Amanda Leone live? Brooklyn. Just right, hop, skip, and jump away. Damn. And she's happy. She's happy with a crazy lunatic like Delirious. Blah, 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 pizza, beach, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you got your Princess Peach, but she's not a bitch. I mean, Amanda Leone is a gorgeous woman. Gorgeous. Because aren't all chicks from New York gorgeous? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. But I digress. Alright, enough about that. But Ring of Honor 2 weeks from tonight, and then 2 weeks from tomorrow night, Collision, and 2 weeks from Sunday is the Dynamite taping. And the taping of the final Rampage of the year. On the 28th. No, the 27th, I'm sorry. That's the final Rampage on TNT. But I don't know what's going to happen after that. If they're going to bring in Shockwave. Who knows? The only thing we'll get on Friday night is 3 hours of SmackDown. Coming up on January the 10th. 3 hours of that. We got 3 hours of Raw on Netflix. See what happens with that coming up in a couple weeks. But the USA era is going to be no more as we hit December the 30th will be the final Raw on the USA Network. Good! And Pat McAfee is coming back full-time. That is great. Now, what do they do with Joe Tessitore, Wade Barrett? What do they do with them? What happens to SmackDown, really? What I would do is have a three-man group on SmackDown. You have Joe Tessitore, Corey Graves, and Wade Barrett. And on Raw it's going to be Michael Cole and Pat McAfee for the Netflix stuff. I really don't know what they're gonna do with Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. I hope they don't say forget about it, get out of here, Joe Tessitore, go back to ESPN or whatever. I would hate that. And then you have Corey Graves and Wade Barrett back on SmackDown again, like it used to be. I say Corey Graves get out of here. Go to NXT maybe. I don't know. But then again, what are you gonna do down there? You have Vic Joseph and Booker T and Corey Graves. It's gonna be weird when we find out who's on SmackDown. But like I said, I think it's gonna be Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett and maybe Corey Graves doing something. I don't know. It's gonna be a two-man commentary or three-man commentary. Which, it doesn't really matter on SmackDown. It really doesn't. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in about a month from now. And that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, really quickly, I got a 2-for-1 special for you guys. It is time for your NXT and AEW Dynamite reviews. 2 for the price of 1 for that ass. Alright, so let's get to NXT really quickly. From this past Tuesday night, December the 3rd, 2024, Ozzy's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad! Oz. 76 years old, Ozzy Osbourne. the great man that he is. I love you, Dad! So, he is my dad. He's my adopted dad, but, you know. Because, you know, as we all know, when most of you don't know, I am the adopted Osborne. Oh, it's true. It is damn true. I guess I will do that. Father and son. Ow! That had hurt. That's not photoshopped. But I digress. Alright, so December the 3rd, 2024, NXT on the air, live. The go-home show before this Saturday night's deadline event, the final NXT pay-per-view of the year. And then after Saturday, we'll be on the road to New Year's Evil. Starting, I believe, on January the 7th. And then after that, we're on the road to Vengeance Day, February the 2nd. Wherever that is. Maybe in Vegas. Not Vegas, per se, but maybe Indianapolis, because that's where the Royal Rumble is next year. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright. Moving along. Alright, so we start off, and by the way, we had Vic Joseph and the great man that he is, the Kool-Aid Man, Booker T, sucker! Oh yeah, man! Oh yeah! Okay, calm down, Booker T. Stop it. Smoke that weed, because she smokes more weed than you do. But I digress. Alright, so we started off the show with a last chance match in the Women's Iron Survivor tournament. Well, yeah, basically qualifying match, last chance qualifying match. So we had all the losers in the previous matches. So we had Jada Parker, my girl Maddie Rankowski, Ren Sinclair. We had the beautiful Kaylani Jordan and the even beautiful, well, more beautiful than beautiful, Cora Jade. Alright, so the winner of this goes on to the Iron Survivor match at Deadline to join Sol Ruka, Delta, Stephanie Vercura, and the beautiful Julia. We'll see what happens with that. Match was pretty damn good. Lots of good stuff in the match. We had the ever popular Tower of Doom spot. And then Kaylani joining with a beautiful 5-star frog splash a la a certain guy named RVD. Rob Van Dam! You suck. Not as great as Eddie Guerrero, but... I do a great frog splash, yes, pero. As good as RVD's? Yes! See? Okay. I'll tell Rob you said that. Oh, don't say that! Why? Why won't you want me to say that yours is better than his? It's pretty much the same freaking thing. Yeah, but I hit it a bit more powerful. Okay. He's a gringo. No, he's not! He's got a hot wife. Katie Forbes. Oh, she is amazing, ese pero. She is one. I love to give her the Latino heat, ese. Well, you're with China up there. Stop. Calm down. China might, Joni might be mad about that. You better watch yourself, Eddie. Stop lying and cheating and stealing up in heaven. You know who's watching, right? Besides Joni? The big man. But I digress. Alright, so Kaylani hits the 5-star frog splash on Jada Parker and Maddie at the same time. Goes for the cover, Cora Jade made the save, and then she hits a double arm DDT, or goes for that, kind of like the Cactus Jack double arm DDT. Right there, Mick? You like that shit, right? Baby! She's trying to do my move, Terry! Cactus, will you stop complaining about your fucking move? You idiot! What Terry is doing? Shut up, Cactus! Go eat your Doritos, Cactus! They're very tasty! Mikey, do you want a Dorito? Yes, there was an actual segment, ladies and gentlemen. Mikey, Ripwreck, and Cactus Jack eating Doritos way back in the day. I'm not lying about that. They're very tasty! Oh, God. Stop it, Cactus. Mick. Jeez. Anyway. So Corey Jade goes for the double arm DDT, gets broken up by a big time clothesline by Kaylani Jordan, and then she goes up top, drops a beautiful 450 on Corey Jade, but then Jada Pucker drops Maddie onto both of them to break up the pin, and then Jada goes for the cover, but then no la faces, oh yes, caliente, mi amor, mami. Oh, sorry. So Lola Vice comes out for a little distraction, takes Jada out of the ring, and somehow Maddie was put on top. I think she was either on top of Corey Jade anyway. So I missed all that chaos that happened. Maddie is pinning Corey Jade. The referee's like, oh, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, what? Maddie Winkowski is in the Iron Survivor Challenge match? You do know she's not going to win. She's probably going to get like maybe one, maybe two pinfalls. Maybe two, but I don't even see her winning this goddamn match. And facing Roxy next? I mean, come on. We do know who's going to probably win. I'm hoping Julia, but I mean, if it's Julia, Stephanie Vercor, or Delta, Roxy, bye-bye to your title, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, she already beat Julia by chicanery. I don't even want to go there. So, it could be Stephanie or Delta getting the next shot. It might be Delta first, but, I mean, it's hard. That's a hard match to predict, because you got three great people, then you got Sol Ruka, of course, who already lost the Roxy. So, I mean, we want to see that again. I mean, if you were looking at the promos that Roxy was doing on the beach, and then Sol Ruka just showed up spontaneously, I was like, what the hell? You would think Sol Ruka would win, but I don't think she will. I think she'll pull up some good spots, snack some souls, pretty much, but we'll see what happens with that. I think it's going to come down to, I think Delta, Stephanie, and Julia are going to be, like, tied right near the end of the match with, like, maybe 2 minutes left. And then everybody's going to fight for a win, and I think at the end, probably right around near the buzzer, I have a feeling I'm gonna go with Delta to pick up the victory. Like I said, it won't matter if it's Stephanie Vercor or Julia getting the shot. One of them is gonna beat Roxy, and I have it might be Delta. At this point, I'm thinking it's gonna be Delta. As much as I want it to be Julia, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But anyway, Maddie Winkowski shocks the world and gets into the Iron Survivor Challenge match. And then Mr. Ego's son, Charlie Demp's like, oh my god, hey, you did it! And Maddie's like, what? She looked drunk. No, I'm not drunk, son. I'm dying, man. I think they stay. No. Okay. Moving on. That's an old college joke, by the way. Move on. Alright, so Maddie's in. Go ahead. Alright, then DJ Nightwolf still, I'm surprised he's still in the company. He's in the back, he says, I'm going to win the men's last chance match, and I didn't even do anything wrong last week. Lie, you touched Ava Rain, and then Ava's like, don't touch me, you son of a bitch, and then really Bronco Nemo pushed, I think it was Hank of Hank and Tank into the door hit freaking Ava, and then Shawn Michaels like, fucking shit! Shawn Michaels yelling at Eddie Thorpe for no apparent reason. Oh, Eddie Thorpe, you done fucked up, and I'll get to that in a minute. We'll move on. Alright, so we see what happens with that. And then Lexus King, of all people, who's in this last chance survival match, he comes in and says, Eddie, you need to take it easy. Take it easy, like Andrade would say. But so Lexus says, I'm on the path to winning a belt. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, well. Alright, then spontaneously, Jada Parker comes out, and she is pissed. So it's coming out, calls out Lola Vice, and then the referee's like, right now? You want to do it right now? Everybody's like, oh, dude, let's do the Iron Survivor match. Not the Iron Survivor. So the NXT Underground match right now. So they start taking down the ring. Jada comes out, starts yelling at the referee. I think he called him the N-word. On live TV, and I might not sit well with Channel 11. You know, everybody's saying, oh, his name is Nate. You know my name, you know who I am. But I think she said the N-word, we couldn't really. You know, I look back at the tape, I think she said the N-word. Naughty, naughty Jada Parker, naughty girl. But anyway, so the ropes are all down, we're about to get ready for NXT Underground, who Jada's like, I want the match right now. So, Ava, give me the match, right? Let's do it right now. And then Ava Raine comes out. She's all fine from last week. Last week's little happening where she got hit in the head with a door. So she comes out and says, we're not going to do it now. We're going to do it at Deadline. Obviously, that was going to happen. But then Lola Vice comes out, just like walks right past Ava, gets in the ring and says, Jada, I promise to knock you the fuck out. And Jada has her brick, per se, and she throws it, like, tosses it right at Lola, and then Lola catches it, but she caught a elbow to face, knocked her out. And then Lola on Instagram with that promo she caught on Instagram was like, wow. He's like, she starts talking in Spanish. She's like, mamacita. So it's like, you so stupid, or stupido. Like, everything calling her Beto, you know, I couldn't really get most of that Spanish, but anyway, basically the gist of it was like, that Lola Vice is going to knock Jada Parker out on tomorrow night. And I think she will. I think she will win that NXT Underground match. Because she's undefeated. She beat Shayna Baszler. She beat Natalya. She's gonna knock Jada Parker completely out. So she's gonna go 3-0 in NXT Underground. So we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the back where we had Brinley Reese, the former cheerleader, I guess. You know, she used to hang out with Idris Enofe and Malik Blade. Whatever happened to those guys? They still in the company or they got released? I haven't seen them in a few weeks. I think one of them might have got hurt. I don't know. But anyway, Brinley Reese and her new boy toy, Dion Lennox, the nerd! They try to calm Carmen Petrovic down because she's all mad about the text that she found from Nikita Lyons to Ashanti the Adonis. So they try to calm her down, and then somebody brings in flowers that Ashanti gave to Carmen. And then Carmen's like, he sent the text to Nikita Lyons before her, and she's not impressed. I am not impressed, Skywalker. Most not impressive. So we'll see what happens with that. We got Carmen and Nikita Lyons later on. And I think Carmen won that match. Because, Carmen won the match because of Ashanti the Adonis. And then Carmen, after the match, was like, because she kind of like knocked into Ashanti, and Ashanti fell off the apron and everything. Blah, 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 blah. And then she goes outside, looks at Ashanti's like, and Ashanti's like, and she's like, I don't need your help, leave me alone. Let's see what happens with that. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway. Alright, then we go to A-Kid and Ben Frazier, Fraxium. They're not on the same page, again, about which Deadline match they should be focused on, because they are going to be taking on the winner of the winner of the Battle Royal at Deadline, and if A-Kid wins the last chance challenge match, he goes on to the men's Iron Survivor match, where Ben Frazier will be in. That could lead to a lot of shit going on. But we see what happens with that. Alright, so then we go to the Tag Team Battle Royal. We had the D'Angelo family, my cousin Tony D'Angelo and family. We had Stacks and the man who lives downstairs from you, Luca Crucifino. OTM, Bronco Nima, and Lucius Price. Gallus of, I believe it was Wolfgang. And Mark Coffey. Joe Coffey, I guess not there. Hank and Tank. Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights. Josh Briggs. Yoshiniki Inamura. Great man that he is. And the rookies, Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe. Igwe Malstein? No, not that Igwe. That's Igwe. The man that plays a mean old guitar. Way better than you. And me too. But I digress. Alright, the winners get a tag team title shot at Deadline. And the object is to throw both members of the team out. Not like it was sometimes when you have the tag teams, you throw one guy out, then the other guy who's still in the ring, he's out too. And anyway, this match was kind of boring, and I really didn't give two fucks about it. But in the end, it was down to Lucius Price, Miles Bourne, there was Tank Ledger, and all them. And Bronco Nima gets crotched on top, which allows Miles Bourne to clothesline Tank out. And then a drop kick eliminates Bronco Nima of OTM. He's out. So the winners are, surprisingly, Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights of Catchpoint 3.0 or 3.1. So they get a title shot against Fraxium at Deadline. You think they're going to win the titles? I hope not. I really hope not. And then Maddie wins Iron Survivor, and then beats Roxy to win the belt? I doubt that, but I think Fraxium are going to be like those type of champions that like they fight and they win. I think they're going to retain on set tomorrow night, but we'll see. And that happens with that. Alright, we move on. Alright, then we go to Eazy-E, Eric Bischoff. He comes out. Yes, his theme song. I'm back and better than ever. Okay. So, Sleazy E is back in WWE to moderate a face-to-face between Trick Willie Shamon. Whoa, yeah, Trick, what? You want a tricky whooping? Whoop, whoop! Yeah, some people need a tricky whooping. That I know, but that's not so for another time. Anyway, so Trick Willie and the Governator, Rich Holland, get to the chopper! So that's how he talks. He talks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I digress. Anyway, so ahead of their Trick Willie defending the NXT World Title against Ridge at Deadline. So Bischoff's in. He wants to hear from them and everything. So Bischoff talks about being on the cutting edge of wrestling and how awesome that has always been. Uh-oh. Here he comes. Yes, Mike. Eric Bischoff's not as awesome as me! I know. Can you tell him to stop saying that? Okay, I'll try. I'll try, Mike, but you just settle down. Settle down, drink your Pepsi. I have a Pepsi over there for you. At the bar. Go over there. Okay, I'm gonna go drink it. Bye! Okay. I'm sorry. But in any case. Alright, so he talks about that. And he talks about it was a revolution in WCW. And now the same thing is going on here in NXT. Still hate him for what he said about AEW. Saying there's no hope for AEW. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Tony Khan said that 2025 is going to be a big year for AEW. We'll see. We shall see. Alright, so he brings out the 2 pieces of the puzzle to raise NXT up to that next level. That's Ridge and Trick. So they come out. Bischoff talks about how Ridge is like a throwback to wrestlers like the Crusher. Crusher Khrushchev? Maybe. And he says that Trick Willie is the total package. Lex Luger? Guy should be in the Hall of Fame. And then Trick's like, let's talk about it. But Ridge calls him a stand-up comedian with abs. Dude. And then Ridge is ready to take the belt from Trick, but Trick calls him bland and boring. And then says that while Trick was a football player, he was playing a man's game, like rugby. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing, basically. Rugby is basically American football. Well, not so much, but, American football, soccer in England. But I digress. Anyway, so that kind of pissed off Trick, and knocked Ridge for a loop. Big old fight breaks out. Ridge hits that lifting DDT onto the announcer's table. Ow! Which did not break. I am the table! And Trick is like grabbing his neck. I'm like, oh damn, did he just break his neck? So the EMTs come out. They take Trick Willie to the hospital. Ava Raine goes with him to the hospital. And I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck was Bischoff even out there for? Just to hype himself? I know they had X-Pac there too, so I guess it was like a mini NWO reunion. And yes, Shawn Michaels was partly in the NWO for like a cup of coffee. The same thing with Booker T. He was there for like 1 week. It's like, that was a waste to have Booker T in the fucking NWO. That was a waste. But I digress. Where are we now? Alright, then we go to Nikita Lyons and Carmen Petrovich. Like I said, Carmen hits the silent slice, that windmill kick. Knocks Nikita the fuck out. She gets the win. And then afterwards she says Ashanti shoved her. She's like, you shoved me! You fucking bitch! Get out! Fuck you. And that's it. Moving on. Alright, then we go to the back. The chairman of the board, Sean Spears, is almost ready to unleash the big man, Nico Vance, who we saw last week take out my cousin Tony D. But, we kind of get to know Nico a little bit. If you haven't watched NXT Level Up, you would know. But so we're trying to get a little bit more about Nico. And then we pan over, we see the beautiful Gigi Dolan and the ever so creepy Tatum Paxley, the Psycho Twins. So they're coming in, and all three guys are like, ooh, booty! So Sean Spears says that he's going to be watching Gigi's return match against Izzy Dame, Boogie Hogan. And then he's like being creeped down, and so they're kind of looking at their asses and everything. And then Gigi says something to Tatum, and Tatum's like, you're just kind of creepy. You would know, you creepy girl. Hey, I mean, if you want to be like freaking Daphne, God rest your mighty soul, like, sweetheart. Hey, if Daphne can get with Canyon, who's better than Canyon? Everybody. No, it's nobody. Okay, Chris, calm down. And then she got Crowbar. Nothing wrong with Crowbar. I met that guy. Crowbar's a good guy. I talked to him about... I went to WrestlePro a couple years ago, and I met him after the show, and shook his hand and everything. I said that, it sucks that I was talking to him about Daphne. I almost broke down in tears. And, he kind of says, we miss her, he misses her a lot and everything, and it kind of almost brought me to tears. I was like, fuck. Gotta be a man. Stay strong. Stay strong for Daphne. 3 years to the day, actually. Not the day, but, But, been about 2-3 years since Daphne has sadly left us. Shock. It's almost 2 years since Jay Briscoe has left us, too. He died 2023 at the start of 2023. Now it was 1 year there. Now it's going to be about to be 2 years later. So, damn. We already had I think we had the 1 year anniversary of Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. Wait, how you doing up there, buddy? Good? Good. Follow the pussy. Okay. I will. He's got the whole world. Sing it with me now. In his hands. Okay. Okay, maybe not sing with me. No. Sing it for Bray. He's a good man. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. So, that's that. Alright, then, Catchpoint 3.1 fires up, is all fired up for Deadline. Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights going after the tag team belts against Fraxium. Maddie's in the Iron Survivor challenge match. And it's like, oh, we're going to come back with gold. No, probably not. For Maddie, no. For Tavion and Miles, do I really want to see them with the belts? No. It'll just be like the weirdest tag team to get the belts. But I digress. Alright, then we had Gigi Dolan in her return match against Brookie Hogan, 2.1. Izzy Dame. And, Sean Spears comes out to watch, and then Fatal Influence, my girl's Casey Jane, farmer woman, Fallon, don't call me Don Henley, and my beautiful sweetheart herself, that's Jasmine Nix. They're all watching as Izzy was stomping away on the ropes. Then a big boot takes out Tatum Paxley, and Sean Spears like, impressive. Then Gigi slips out of a half crab. And then Izzy comes back with a STO for a near fall. But Gigi comes right back with a Gigi driver, whatever that is. And gets the win. 1, 2, 3. There you go. But I think Gigi's coming after Fatal Influence. And probably might be going after that Women's North American title that Fallon Henley has. Get that. Alright, then we go to the back. We have the young OG, Javon Evans, with Sarah Schreiber. He's there, he's all happy, he's all ready to go for the Iron Survivor Challenge match. He's going to go nuts in with Wesley. He's got Wesley, Javon, Ben Frazier. Who else is in that goddamn match? Shit. I forget. I know the winner of the men's Iron Survivor match, which was sadly Eddie Thorpe. What? DJ Nightwolf? Oh, so we think it's DJ Nightwolf. We'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, so he's talking about that, and then X-Pac! Sean Waltman comes in, starts praising him up the wazoo. So he's like, remember when I was your age? When I was your age, Sonny, I beat Razor Ramon Chico. That's the 1, 2, 3 Kid Chico. Remember that on Raw? And I was like, oh my god, it's X-Pac! Calm down, Javon. Not a big guy, it's just X-Pac. It was Hogan, yeah, you would like go all nervous and I'm like, hey, Boogie Hogan, oh Hogan, brother, just trying to say your prayers. Drink those steroids, brother. Yeah, if I met Hulk Hogan today, I'd be like, what's going on, brother? Brother! Well, let me tell you something, brother! You are my idol! The GOAT of the 1980s. Pretty much of all wrestling, too, but... He is the GOAT of all wrestling. Of the modern era, we all know that's the Undertaker. You would think it's Roman, but it's not. It's not Roman. It's the Undertaker. From the Attitude Era, pretty much up to the PG era. I sadly say PG era. And then, pretty much from the PG era on, people would say Cena. I say Roman, pretty much from like the middle part of the PG era up to now. It's been Roman. Fuck Cena. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. That's my opinion. Your opinion, you might say Cena is the goat of the PG era, the ruthless aggression / PG era. And then Roman, I guess you can say Roman is the new era guy. But I say from pretty much from the Attitude Era through the Ruthless Aggression Era through part of the PG era, I'm going with Taker. I know Cena was like a big part of both of those eras, but still, I mean, you look at Cena, you look at Triple H a little bit, look at Randy Orton, but then you gotta look at Taker. I mean, you got Stone Cold and you got Shawn Michaels as well, but Taker like whooped all their asses. Just saying, Taker is the GOAT of the modern era. And Hogan is the GOAT of all GOATs of all time. That's just my opinion. Just saying. Alright. So, blah, blah, blah. So, Javon there is all hyped up and everything. Alright, so we get to the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge match. Cedric Alexander, Lexis King, Eddie Thorpe, DJ Nightwolf, and A-Kid. Ethan Page on Oh, that's right. Ethan Page is in this fucking match. I forgot about that. The Iron Survivor match. Alright, so Ethan Page on commentary. Match was pretty damn good, but A-Kid hits the golden ratio on Lexis King, but somehow Eddie Thorpe came off the top, hits A-Kid, throws him out of the ring, and he steals the pin. I'm like, God damn it! Well, if Maddie Winkowski's in, they gotta bring another mid-Carter / jobber, and they're gonna put it. No, I hate saying Maddie's a jobber, but she's not really. But anyway, but the DJ Nightwolf is in this fucking match. Or is he really? Because what happens is, before we end the show, Ava calls in and says that Trick Willie will be at Deadline, and the NXT title match is still on. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll see what happens with that. And then there's another segment. Alright, so we get that. So we get that, and then DJ Nightwolf's in the back looking for Ava. Can't find her. Obviously, she's at the hospital. He's like, "Oh, she's with the champ, right?" Then he's like, "I'm gonna win the belt." No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're just acting crazy, DJ Nightwolf. All right, moving on. All right, then we get to the final segment of the night. Roxanne Perez, the NXT Women's Champion, comes out. She's interested in the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge because it's what got her on the map. She's the very first winner of the Iron Survivor Challenge. Who won it the second year? Tiffy Tiff. But everyone this year is fighting for second place. And any of them can get something out of winning, but nothing compares to stepping in the ring with me, and nobody beats the Prodigy. Blah, blah, blah. And then every woman in the fucking match comes out. They have a big old fight. Get fight! Big old fight. Roxy gets knocked to the floor. Big old brawl starts happening, and then the show's about to end, but then we hear Vic Joe says, "Hey, we're getting a camera back there, and there's something happening in the back." But we don't really see it. Why? Because the Channel 11, 10 o'clock news went on right there. But if you follow the WWE YouTube page, we saw what happened. They cut to the back. They go into, I think, like the shower area. They go through like the men's locker room into the shower area. And Eddie Thorpe has been laid out by an unknown assailant. I wonder who that could be. People saying it's Oba. That's a possibility. That's a big possibility. Oba. Who? Femi. But people are really saying Hikuleo, because he just finished up his New Japan dates. Or could it be Lance Anoy, who signed with NXT as well? Oh, somebody called The Rock! The Rock called Shawn Michaels. I was like, give me Lance, give me Hikuleo, take out that dumb fuck who took out my daughter. So the Bloodline is in NXT now. Hikuleo has pretty much finished up with New Japan. Finished up, I think, over this past weekend. And Lance is just signed. He hasn't officially. I don't even know if he's even at the Performance Center. I think we're gonna find out either tomorrow night at Deadline, or we're gonna find out this Tuesday night on NXT. And then next week's show, the December 17th edition of NXT, which will probably be taped it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be taped the next 2 weeks. We've got Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve shows, but I think they're gonna be taped. Well, definitely Christmas Eve. Probably be taped in Lowell, Massachusetts, which that's where the December 17th show is. So see what happens with that. So I'm thinking we're gonna see Lance or Hikuleo or both by the end of this year. But we haven't seen Oba since he lost the title to Tony D about a month or so back. I thought he was going to go back at Tony to get revenge and get his rematch. And people saying that Oba is going to be on the main roster. Well, I have a feeling Oba might be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble. He's not going to win, but that would be fun. Oba. How about Oba winning the Royal Rumble going after Walter? If Walter has the belt by then, by WrestleMania time. Because he's taking on Fiend Balor at Saturday Night's main event. Definitely going to win there, because I think Poppy Priest might show up. Or Dom Dom. To screw over Finn Balor. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, so NXT, I didn't think it was that bad. So I gave it a solid 7 out of 10 stars. Alright, we're about 5 minutes away from SmackDown, but Cody's gonna start the show, so I can go like 20 more minutes, but I digress. Alright, so we're gonna go to Dynamite, which was pretty good, so I'm gonna give you my thoughts. You understand about that? We had the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal. We had Adam Cole, baby, Kyle already Auto Parts, and we had a bunch of jobbers in it, like Rocky Romero, S.A., Leo Rush, Top Flight, and Action Andretti. The Butcher was in there. Lance Archer, Brian Cage were in it. Mark Davis were in there. And the final two will meet this coming Wednesday night at Winter is Coming. The winner of that will face Max at World's End. Or is that I think it's at the Holiday Bash, or which is the week after that in DC. Or I think it's gonna be at World's End. So to talk about that a little bit, you knew Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly were gonna face each other to see who faces Max, right? I was right. So Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly were the winners, and they will face off this Wednesday night at Winter is Coming. That's gonna be epic. Epic, because they've had wars in Ring of Honor, in NXT, and now they're going to have another one, this time in AEW, to see who faces Max! For that Dynamite Diamond Ring. I hope it's Adam Cole, but the way this stupid storyline is going, Kyle might get the shot, lose, so that means Max wins for the 6th year in a row, really 5 years, but because he won it in 2019, defended in 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, so it'll be 6 years. He's had that stupid fucking ring. That is only defended once a year. Ridiculous. We're at that. Alright, so Dynamite was emanating from the Fishers Event Center in Fishers, Indiana, some rinky-dink town on the outskirts of Indianapolis. Probably population 500. The crowd wasn't into it that much. The first part, yes, but after that, they went to sleep. Alright, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard, and Tony Baloney are your commentators. Alright, so this is, Week 2 of the Continental Breakfast of Champions Classic. We get a recap of Week 1. Alright, so we start off with the Blue League. We have a great match between Shelton Benjamin, who has 3 points, and 3 points of his own. Kyle Fletcher, Don Callis on commentary. I mean, wait a minute. Why is he on commentary? Isn't the rule saying nobody at ringside? I didn't get that at all. Don Callis is a manager, so would that constitute him can't put him on commentary? I don't know how that works. But whatever. This match was crazy as shit. Great match. Fans would get into it. Lots of near falls in the end. Fletcher dropped Shelton again. Goes up top. Sets up the Macho Man Elbow. Ooh, yeah. Raining down from heaven. Is that right, Miss Elizabeth? That's right, Randy. So he hits that for a near fall. And then Shelton Benjamin comes back with some sick German suplexes. Rocks Kyle Fletcher. Then the fans get excited for that. He's all hulking up. He's getting ready to win the match. But Kyle Fletcher grabs a fruit roll-up, and he used the roast behind referee Rick Knox's back. And Kyle Fletcher gets the win, and he gets 3 big points to take the lead in the Blue League with 6 points. Oh, did not sit well with MVP, because we see a segment after that. MVP just says, that's not how we do business! Per se. So he starts yelling at Shelton. Bobby, walks off. Like, fucking idiot. And then some stagehand comes in, and Shelton Benjamin, whips his ass. And then security comes in, and Bobby Lashley and MVP whip their ass. Like, what the hell's going on here? What the hell is going on here? Alright, so we got that. So that was a great match. Great match. Alright, then we find out that Juice Robinson's out of the tournament due to a broken foot. That's sad. Juice Robinson has a broken foot, and his hot smoking wife, Toni Storm, has a fucked up torn labia. I wonder how she got that. La 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 labia. Okay, sorry, I'm going weird. Alright, SmackDown's on the air. Just started. But Cody's coming out to bore me. Alright, so Commander got put in Juice Robinson's place, but he has 2 matches coming up. So, we'll see what happens with that tonight and tomorrow on Collision. Alright, then they send for the man! Hook, get your Doritos and come in here. Hook, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. Talks about Nick freaking Wayne challenging him for a match, I think in New York, at the Hammerstein Ballroom. But he's like, nope, I don't want to fight you. I want to fight you, Christian Cage, at the Hammerstein. I think for Collision and maybe Dynamite. One of those shows. So, who should come out? Christian! Christian comes out with Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Yeah. And Nick Wayne, they come out. Nick Wayne comes out from behind. Beat down, basically a 3-on-1 beat down with Kip Sabian in tow. And then they basically Pillmanize Hook's hand/wrist. So we'll see what happens with that. So probably have a match still happening. Might happen on Collision on December the 21st. I think Hook's hand is going to be in a cast, obviously. Maybe we'll see Taz, but I doubt that. Taz is still rehabbing. He's working pretty damn hard in his rehab from his knee surgery. Brother! We have that. Alright, then we go to, I think it was the back when, we have a video of the CEO, Mercedes Moné, the boss. It's boys time. So she's with Renee, and she doesn't care about Camille, but she's going to be paying attention to Anna Jay's match with Penelope Ford. Okay, we get that. Oh yeah, so then after that, we get to Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal, which like I said, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly win. And, so we get that, and then Max cuts a promo, and he's kind of laughing at them. He says, I don't care who wins, I'm going to beat you anyway, because I'm the best. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so SmackDown started with a recap of Survivor Series. And now we have Mitchell Cole and Corey Slave at ringside. Nice Bullet Club shirt, by the way, dude. I saw that. Then they talk about Bronson Reed breaking his foot. It was ankle where he shattered his ankle. And now, yeah, they're showing it. Oh! You see, he's like, banking. Broken foot. He has a broken foot. He is out indefinitely. He might be back by Royal Rumble. And then they show Punk saving Roman, and then Punk and Roman teaming up to take out Solo, and they get the win. Tonga Loa has a torn bicep. Ho. So he's out for months. So that sucks for the Girls of Destiny. Jimmy Uso broke his toe. He's out indefinitely, so a lot of people got hurt in that match. Besides Jimmy, Bronson Reed, Tonga Loa. Crazy. Alright, so we got a World Tag Team title match tonight. We have the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin from Detroit, taking on the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, with B-Fab. I don't know if it's going to be a title match. And now we see Apollo Crews coming in. He gets super kicked by Jacob, because, he was going and Solo kind of, pushed past him, and Apollo kind of got all pissy about that, and then Jacob just super kicked him out of nowhere. And pretty much now Jacob and basically Jacob and Tama Tonga and Solo beating the shit out of some security guards for no apparent reason. Shit. So 3/5 of the Timu bloodline are in the building. See what happens with that. I don't know if Roman and Punk are in the building with Jay and Sammy, because, Jimmy is out with his broken toe. And here comes Cody. Here comes Cody to bore us half to death for 20 minutes. Well, at least 15. Adrenaline in my soul. Cody Rhodes with another boring as fuck promo. Why the fans come out to see this bomb? No! Good thing I have it on mute. Fuck you, Cody. I swear to God, I so want Kevin Owens to win the belt. Even if he holds it for a couple weeks. Until Randy comes back. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, I got my nose back. Okay. Alright, so Cole and O'Reilly will face off this Wednesday night at Winter is Coming to see who faces Max at World's End for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. And that's that. Alright, then we get Julia Hart still stalking Jamie Hayter. We got that, and then Jamie Hayter cuts a promo on Julia, says, I'm gonna come for you, you don't scare me, this and that. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, then we have the Acclaimed. We have the so-called best wrestler alive, Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, and Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn. And remember, ladies, Sesame Mommy Ass. Alright, they're in the back, and basically they tell Max to prove how good he is in his match against Swerve. So we had that match up next, and Swerve beat the fuck out of Max Caster, hits the house call, then he hits another one to finish him off. 2-minute suck fest, but he's not also happy about that. And then after the match, Swerve goes up top, hits a wicked swerve stomp on the best wrestler alive, Max Caster. Next time, maybe you should have shut your mouth, though. I'm gonna hear, what do you want to talk about? Vomit. Oh, they're in Minneapolis, Minnesota tonight. So, Minneapolis, Minnesota. What do you want to talk about? How about your team probably not going to make the playoffs? God damn, the fucking Lions are 12-1. I think it's a showdown between Mahomes and Jared Goff and the Lions, probably in the Super Bowl. The way it's going. Good game last night with the Lions and the Pack Queers. Lions just annihilate them, and half their defense is hurt, and they still won. Crazy, ain't it? And who are they playing week 17? The Niners in Santa Clara. Ugh, that game, I don't even want to watch that game. I know the Lions are going to blow out the Niners. I doubt. If they have to basically win out and hope to see Cox, the Rams, and the Cardinals pretty much lose 3 of the next 5 games. Is it going to happen? I doubt it. Was the Niners play Arizona on Thursday Night Football this coming Thursday, but before that they played the Bears at home. They play Arizona at home on Thursday Night Football on, I think it's on Amazon Prime. So, that'll suck. What the hell is Chad Gable doing out here? So, American Made all come out. Chad Gable, the Creed Brothers, Julius and Brutus, and the beautiful Ivy Nile. They're coming out. And basically, Chad Gable was like, I'm the greatest professional college athlete to come out of Minnesota. Oh, you forgot about a lot of people that came from Minnesota, dude. Brock Lesnar, maybe? Shelton Benjamin, Charlie Haas. Other people that came from Minnesota, like, certain guy named Arn Anderson. It's got a clock! Oh, sorry. Tiffany Stratton's from Minnesota, too. He's just coming out, bashing his home state. What a dumbass. These simple-minded idiots from Minnesota. You guys haven't won anything in years. Well, pretty much the Timberwolves haven't won a title yet. Still a decent team, not great, but they missed the Kevin Garnett years, but I digress. Vikings, got destroyed by the Niners last season in the playoffs. We know that. And the Twins don't do shit. They do good and make the playoffs as maybe a wild card team, and then they run into the Yankees sometimes. But they haven't really won a title since the '90s when they had like Kirby Puckett and people like that on the team. Not Torrey Hunter, I think came later. Consummate professional player, baseball player, Torrey Hunter. Great man that he is. Blah, 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 blah. He's just saying that Kevin Owens is a loyal friend. He's like, there's this one thing I know about is bad friends. Talk about Otis. Big fat man. Cody, you in fact are a terrible friend because nobody likes you. Yeah, him and Wheeler Yuta are the type of people that have no friends. And then when they do, they stab him in the back. Because they're like, oh, fuck you. I get that. Alright, so, back to AEW. So Swerve wins, beats up X-Caster after. MJF cuts a promo, says all this is Adam's fault. including Rowdy having a broken arm, and he knows Adam can't beat Kyle O'Reilly. Oh, he's beat him before. And we're going to get that match next week, and we move on. Alright, then we go to Pac, that bastard Pac. Oh, the Death Riders taking on the Switchblade. Wait, with a Switchblade. Jay White. William Utah is out with Pac. So, a little distraction early on. Gives Pac the advantage. And then they go back and forth for about almost 13 and a half minutes. Jay White's a half-and-half suplex looking for the Blade Runner. Pac reversed that into a standing brutalizer. Interesting. Get a rope break. And then William Utah gets in a running knee strike, which the referee doesn't even see that. What are you looking at? But not that it matters. Jay White comes right back, hits the and grabs a quick Blade Runner out of nowhere on Pac. He gets the win. And then afterwards, a lot of chaos happens. William Utah goes after Jay White. He gets taken out with a Blade Runner. Then Claudio John Moxley comes out with Rita Shafir. They take Jay White out. Then Hangman Adam Page shows up, about to do some cowboy shit. And then some guy in a hood jumps Moxley from behind. Looks like a production guy or a cameraman, but it's Freshly Squeezed Orange Juice. Orange Cassidy starts choking out Mox from behind. And then all three men start laying Moxley the fuck out. And then Christian pops up with the contract, but he doesn't cash in. That might happen after that Fatal 4-Way match. So, pretty much it is almost official that Moxley is going to defend the AEW title against Hangman Adam Page, Jay White, and Orange Cassidy. And maybe it might be a Fatal 5-Way if Christian cashes in. Or, I still think Christian's going to cash in after that. That's it. This promo sucks. Let me move on. Alright. We got Jamie Hayter saying, I'm willing to come find Julia Hart. That. There we have. Hi, guys! Hi, guys! Chris Jericho with his New York report says, I'm ready to defend the Ring of Honor World title at Final Battle. And then, if you didn't watch Ring of Honor last night, Matt Cardona came out to answer Jericho's open challenge for the Ring of Honor title. So that match is going to happen at Final Battle for the Ring of Honor World title at the Hammerstein Ballroom. I swear if Cardona wins that belt, Ring of Honor is dead. It's dead now. It's not even dead. It's halfway dead. Or, let's use the Princess Bride reference. He's mostly dead. So that's what Ring of Honor is right now. Mostly dead. Alright, then we should get some type of Western-themed video. I'm like, what the fuck is this? We got a guy that looked like Elias, talking to some other guy who looked like Heath Slater. And basically, it was just a promo for Bandito, the former Ring of Honor World Champion. He is on his way back to AEW/Ring of Honor. That's pretty damn nice. So we'll see what happens with now they're calling him the most wanted. I don't know about calling him that. There's a lot of people that are America's Most Wanted, and all that shit. Moxley being one of them. Alright, so I think we got a match between Cody and Chad Gable for later on tonight. So it's going to be like a warm-up match for Cody before he takes on Kevin Owens next week at Saturday's main event for the Undisputed title. So, yeah, Nick Aldis is going to make this match. So, Cody's going to win. He's probably going to be in a boring as fuck main event, and nobody gives two fucks. So now there's a transfer window. That's what Michael Cole was saying just now. That people can transfer out in the window from SmackDown to Raw, or Raw to SmackDown. I think that's stupid. This ain't the wild card. I really wish they gotta end this brand split. I'm sorry. It's stupid. Alright, so Bianca and Naomi are talking in the back. And Naomi's got that triple threat match with Elektra Lopez and Tiffany Stratton. Alright, so Naomi leaves to get ready for the match. Bianca's still there. She has her ribs all taped up from War Games. Chelsea Green in a pink little getup, and I think you can see her woo-ha. It's pink too. But I digress. And Doudrop, Piper and Nevin come in. And Bianca's kind of jawing at Chelsea and Piper. Yelling at Piper, it's like, oh, you lost in round 1! And Bianca's like, Chelsea, you're lucky that I took myself out of that match to go with Jade. And then she goes after Chelsea, which was a bad move. And then Piper kicks her in those bad ribs. And Bianca's kind of like, might have a wardrobe malfunction, might be seeing her, woo-ha! Montez Ford might like that. But I guess. Tiffy time! Daddy! It's Tiffy time in her hometown of Minnesota. So Tiffy Tips taking on Naomi and Elektra Lopez in the first round of the Women's United States Tournament. Tiffy wearing the colors of the Minnesota Fight Queers. And her hometown is Lake Pryor, Minnesota, which I think is on the outskirts of Minnesota. I don't know what that is. She's looking beautiful. Oh. She could be a cheerleader. I mean, if she was a cheerleader for the Minnesota Vikings, that would be epic. If she's, if she ever didn't want to do wrestling. Look at that. Oh, so her family's there. Jesse the Body Ventura's there. Who's that guy next to him? Looks like, I don't know who that guy is. So the 38th governor of Minnesota will form. I don't know if he's still a governor. I don't think he's the governor anymore. But anyway. So Jesse the Body Ventura at ringside. And he'll be the special guest announcer next Saturday night for Saturday night's main event. So that's where you get that nostalgia from. What I tell you, McMahon? That's kind of cool to have Jesse Ventura in Minnesota the week before Saturday night's main event, which is going to be in New York. Alright, we got that. Alright, so we got Elektra Lopez coming out. Ooh, yes, caliente. Looking hot. I really think that Elektra's taking a pin in this match. That's obvious. But we move on. Alright, so Bandito's coming back pretty soon. We get that. Alright, then we got Anna Jay, the woman that has a fat ass and a mean attitude, takes on Penelope Ford. And Anna wins in under 9 minutes with the Gory Bomb. After Penelope had the Muda Lock, which sends Anna over the ropes, goes right back in and hits the Gory Bomb. 1, 2, 3. Big goddamn whoop. And then the TBS champion and the New Japan Strong Women's Champion Mercedes Moné comes out. If I can get my notes correct, there we go. She comes out, laughs off the idea of Anna being a threat to her belt. And she basically says, Anna, come back when you've done something in wrestling. So Anna's like, bitch! Smacked her right across the face, light her out. And then we got a match coming up, I think at the Holiday Bash, December the 18th, in Washington, D.C. for the TBS title. Mercedes Moné taking on Anna Jay. Is Mercedes going to lose? No. I don't think Anna Jay's going to win that. I don't think so. If anybody beats Mercedes, it's probably going to be Camille. Probably. I mean, we'll see. Perhaps with that. Alright, then we're going to sit down interview with the AEW Women's Champion, the beautiful Mariah May. She's with Renee. So Mariah doesn't think much of Renee, and Renee's about to leave. She's like, no, sit down. So Mariah wants Mina, my fourth amazingly hot Asian wife. She wants Mina to do something other than shake her titties, because she's like, shaking your titties will only get you so far. Well, maybe, but if you're on OnlyFans, it'll get you so far and get you a lot of money. But I digress. Anyway, So then we see Mina do that whole interview. We see Mina kind of dart across the room. And I'm like, uh-oh. So then Mariah May talks about, shaking the titties and everything. And then we see Mina come in with a champagne bottle. Renee's like, oh shit, I'm out of here. And Mariah's like, ah! She's ready to get hit with the freaking bottle, but Mina rears back, gives Mariah May the bottle, and she's like, what did you do to my face? And he goes, winter is coming. Make me whack. Shit. So that match is happening next week. Next Wednesday, I believe. For the AEW Women's title. As much as I want Mina to win, she's not going to win. Because Toni Storm is coming back at the Australia show in February. Which is now at a 10,000 seat arena instead of that big, huge 50,000 seat stadium because they couldn't even sell that fucking place out. That's sad. That is sad. They couldn't even sell Arthur Ashe Stadium. I don't even know now what they're going to do with it. I still think it's going to be there, but if they can't sell 18,000 tickets to Arthur Ashe Stadium like they did the first couple years, where are they going to put it? How about the Hammerstein Ballroom? You fit about 3,000 people for a Dynamite. I know about Dynamite and Collision, but still. I don't know. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we go to the Continental Classic Gold League match. Big beefy men slapping meat in this ring. Brody King, who takes on Claudio Castagnoli, the Swiss Superman, in the second match of the Gold League. Anyway, the respective matches. 14 minutes, pretty damn good match, but in the end, they go outside. Brody gets sent over the barricade by Claudio and has barely beat the count. As Bryce oh, he's in the ring! And they get back in. Brody hits a big time Lariato, but he goes for the Gonzo bomb and can't hit it. But instead, Claudio kicks him right in the nuts. Grabs a neutralizer, hits that. 1, 2, 3, Claudio Castagnoli is your winner. And he gets 3 big, huge points. And he is the leader right now in the Gold League at 6 points. We have Will Oceanspray at 3, Ricochet at 3, but their matches are going to be this weekend on Rampage and Collision. And, we somehow get that. And that's that. And that ends pretty much Dynamite. Which I was kind of like, oh wait, does that end Dynamite? Let me just check. Yeah, actually it does. Okay. Alright, so Dynamite started off hot with that Shelton Benjamin Kyle Fletcher match was great. And then everything kind of started falling apart. And then it kind of picked up with Brody King and Claudio near the end of the match. Because the fans were starting to get into it. Because they fell asleep right after that. Damn, Tiffy Tiff. Damn. Tiffy Tiff with a drop kick right on Naomi, right on the apron. That had to hurt. Well, we get that. We get all that. But anyway, AEW, it was alright. I give it 6.5 out of 10 stars. So, and Dynamite lost by 6,000 viewers to NXT, because NXT got 590, I think they got 592, I believe, somewhere around that area, and Dynamite did 586, not great, but still, NXT barely won the ratings this week. Raw did a 1.3, not a 1.3, no, SmackDown did a 1.3, Raw, I think, went up this week to about a 1.5, I think. So, see what happens with the ratings this weekend for SmackDown, Rampage, and Collision. Collision's probably going to get a bad rating. Last week's Collision did an overnight rating of under 200,000. I think it was 189,000, I think, for the fast national rating. I don't know the official rating. It had to be about over 200,000. That is sad. Well, that's what happens when you go head-to-head pretty much you go at 4 o'clock, mind you. It's at 4 o'clock. They get 200,000 views. And Rampage, I don't even know what Rampage did. But it is what it is, and that's that. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will be back later on my main channel with your TNA and Ring of Honor review. And like I said, tomorrow we'll be talking about SmackDown and Rampage. And then we'll talk, do episode, I think episode 50, The Golden Show. Not The Golden Shower, but The Golden Show. Episode 50 of The Shadows Lair, talking about Deadline. And then we'll go from there. As we, end the first week of December. And like I said, we're 19 days away from Christmas. And level 48, as always. And also, we'll be, we're 25 days away from the end of 2024 and the start of 2025. So, we're getting there. We're 3 weeks away from the end of the year, ladies and gentlemen. So, I hope you're doing your, you're going to be doing your Christmas shopping over the next, at least 2 weeks. Maybe you do last minute Christmas shopping the weekend of Christmas. Hopefully you're doing your, online shopping, doing it now so you can get the presents in by Christmas, depending on where it comes from, of course. So we'll see what happens with all that, and, that's that. Alright, so Naomi takes out Tiffy Tiff on the outside, goes for a split-legged moonsault. Electra stopped it, tries to go for the, top rope neck breaker. Naomi stopped it. I think hit one of her own. Then a double jump, split-legged moonsault hits. Here's Tiffy Tiff with a, I don't know what that was. Kind of like a springboard rollover, like an Eddie Guerrero type hilo not tope con hilo, but a hilo. Tiffy Tiff hit that. Throws out Naomi. Best moonsault ever. Tiffy Tiff gets it. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah! Daddy, I did it! I did it! In my hometown! Daddy's proud of you, girl. Daddy's very proud of you. Alright, so Tiffy Tiff goes on to the semifinals where she will take on Mia Yim, I believe next week on SmackDown. And the winner of that will face Chelsea Green or Bayley, who is on Monday. That's on the Monday Night Raw this Monday night. And the winner of that faces Tiffy Tiff or Mia Yim at Saturday night's main event next Saturday night at 8 p.m. on NBC and Peacock. But we'll see what happens with that. Big win for Tiff. Fans are going nuts for her because it's the hometown girl. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Alright. Good job, Tiffy Tiff. Good job. I want Tiffy Tiff to win too, but, she's not. I think it's gonna be Chelsea Green. Now, I wonder if Tiffy Tiff can still cash in. That'd be funny. Like, say Chelsea Green wins the belt, and then Mia Yim takes her out. Oh, something happened in the back. Uh-oh. Who got hurt in the back? Oh, the Street Profits got annihilated in the back, and Nick Aldis is like, I don't know what happened. I bet you it was DIY. I bet you it was Ciampa. I bet you nothing was Ciampa. Nick Aldis is trying to he's trying to go on the phone, but then the Motor City Machine Guns come in. They say Montez Ford and Dawkins got hurt. I guess the match is going to be off. They need medical attention. And now Johnny Gargano comes in, and I think he's like, oh, I think they were attacked by Ciampa. So I think Alex Shelley's like, hey, Gargano's here. How about we give them a title shot? And basically, Shelley's like, hey, DIY can step in. And they said they want the match, they got it. And then Aldis like, is that good for you? That's good for me. So now we got the Motor City Machine Guns taking on DIY for the tag team belts. And kind of a rematch of the finals of the tag team title tournament. Not the tournament, per se, but... Well, actually, the tournament to get to the Girls of Destiny, which the Motor City Machine Guns won the tournament, then they beat the Girls of Destiny because Solos thinks he's great. He's like, hey, you want a title shot? You got it. Yeah, we got that. Alright, now we got Bianca Belair. Still, one half of the women's tag team champions. But they're still playing it off like Jade got hurt. Still playing that freaking thing. Jade getting destroyed, and everybody's like, oh, she got neck injuries, she's gonna be out indefinitely, and then we find out that she's not really hurt. But they're just playing it off that she's hurt, and they're thinking of getting rid of the women's tag team belts, like, making them vacate it. Dumb. Alright, so it looks like Bianca's taking on Piper Niven, I believe. In our next match, yeah. She's taking on Piper, I believe. I don't think it's Chelsea. Is it Chelsea? No, Chelsea can't fight. Yes, Piper. Okay. So, Dewdrop, Piper Niven taking on Bianca Belair with her bad ribs. Let's see what happens with that. And don't forget, Chelsea has a big match on Monday Night Raw against Bayley. Give me a hug. And that's it. So we'll see what happens with this match and the rest of SmackDown. About a half hour in already, so we got another hour and a half, and then we got Rampage after that. So a big Friday night of action, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. But we'll talk about TNA Ring of Honor probably after Rampage goes off the air. Or a little bit later than that. We'll see. That's that. Alright guys, I am out of here. Thanks for watching. Once again, 7 out of 10 stars for NXT. 6.5 out of 10 stars for Dynamite. So, shows this week from both NXT and AEW. So we'll see what happens tonight with SmackDown. It's been pretty chaotic so far. And we'll see what happens on Rampage. And tomorrow at Deadline and Collision. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. That's it. Until next time. Peace, motherfuckers.